All right, if you are even thinking about buying or selling a home, one of the biggest questions you may be contemplating is this: what exactly is happening with home prices? And trust me, you are not alone. Now more than ever, potential home buyers and home sellers have never been more confused as to what is going on with the housing market, and it's for good reason. And part of the issue is how these misleading headlines are actually getting talked about regarding housing prices. Look, in a previous life, I used to work in television news, and one of my jobs used to be writing copy for the anchors and reporters to read live on the air. And I know firsthand that ratings sell, confusion sells, and chaos, it really sells. And the problem today is that many of us just don't know who to trust anymore or where to turn for real information in real time. See, by basing negative news using today's current stats and then comparing those numbers to the unicorn years of 2020, 2021, and 2022, the context of the housing market is actually lost. Because the truth is, what happened in 2020 through the halfway point of 2022 was never sustainable. Interest rates could not continue to stay in the low 2s and 3s for that long of a time. And home prices had reached such unbelievable record highs that only way to slow them down was for the Federal Reserve to even the playing field and curb spending by upping interest rates like they did in July of 2022. And as prices begin to normalize now, the headlines continue to talk negatively as if home prices are in free fall, when in reality, they're not. But what the headlines are achieving is making potential home buyers and home sellers fearful as to what is coming next, which brings eyeballs to the television or the website, which drives up revenue, all the while attempting to paint a negative picture of an incredibly healthy and stable real estate market. The truth is, the worst of the home prices declines are already behind us. And now what we are starting to see is a return to a more normal home price appreciation. And this is healthy. This is normal. This is good for the economy overall. Okay, so now that we have discussed what is exactly going on, let's address seasonality in real estate. See, in the housing market, every year, there are predictable ebbs and flows or ups and downs that happen each year. This is perfectly normal and always expected. Spring continues to be the peak home buying season, as this is when home buyers are most active. And this activity is typically still strong into the summer months, but eventually starts to cool down around August as summer comes to an end, kids go back to school, and the cooler months begin to approach. And when this cool down starts to happen, home prices start to follow. And as home prices appreciate the most when something is in high demand, like spring and summer, this doesn't mean you can't buy or sell a home in fall or winter. In fact, these seasons are actually great opportunities. Think of it this way. If you are a home buyer, while home inventory may be lower in the fall or winter months due to seasonality, you also know that there are less buyers in the market searching for a home, therefore giving you a better opportunity to win the home of your dreams, all the while facing less competition. And if you're a seller looking to sell in the fall or winter, while there may be less buyer demand overall, you now face less competition on the market. And in a housing market with such low inventory, your home stands out. So why is this all so important? See, in the coming months, the housing market is going to move into its predictable seasonal rhythm. And this seasonality will cause more misleading headlines discussing the housing market, and it's important to read between the lines. Bottom line is this: seasonality is real. And yes, home prices will dip a little slightly this fall and winter due to seasonality. But don't misinterpret regular, normal seasonality for a housing crisis. Don't believe the hype. I'll catch you guys next time.